Blogger Roundup. It is myorganized.life. Luke, may the 4th be with you. Ha ha. You can't even laugh at that though because you're not a Star Wars fan.
I've never seen it. Sorry.
You know what? I met someone this morning at the health club who's never seen Star Wars, any of them. What are there, like 8 or 9 of them?
I couldn't tell you. I honestly don't know.
Well, you need to know. Maybe tonight, what you go home and binge watch. You start with, I think you have to start with like number 6, then go to number 3, 4. I don't know. The order's out of order in the way they produced them.
I see.
So you can either watch them in the order they released them. Like, I think Star Wars, the original one, is actually like number 4, or I don't know.
Okay.
Google
anyway.
it. Google it and you'll find it. Welcome to myorganized.life live. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Leanne Thompson.
And this is the show where we give you organizing tips, Star Wars trivia, advice, and get your feedback. I had to put it in there. May the 4th.
May the 4th
be with you.
Be with you.
Yes.
It's a tongue twister.
It is. Yes.
Kind of.
Anyway,
so
what is it? It is May the 4th, right? Friday, May the 4th, but it's also
Blogger Roundup.
Your favorite. Did you have like Mountain Dew for lunch today?
Did.
Oh, good. She's like pumped up. Well, it's Friday. Come on. And like 90% of the people are gone out of the building.
There's like 4 people in our department.
Summer hours, you know, except for us who have to. We have to be live.
We can't do this live show.
It's
we
live
can't take
TV.
Summer
We just
hours.
can't take a half day off and just go to the golf course or whatever.
We can't. No.
Well, we could, but then we wouldn't do the show.
Right, and
that's the
our
caveat.
fans would be just deprived.
They would.
Anyway.
Kim would be deprived.
Kim would be deprived.
But then you could probably go have lunch with Kim, right?
Yes. Good.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's set up the premise for those who are brand new. By the way, if you are brand new, put it in the comments.
Yeah, sure.
And if you're not brand new, put it in the comments as well. That way, everybody has no excuse.
Jeffrey
and Kim and Lynn so far, but we have some other.
Random commenters.
You know what? I found out there's some other people that are watching that don't want to comment because
they're just the lurkers.
Well, they don't want to like have anyone know they're watching.
Oh, I see.
Because
they're a closet watcher.
Well, they're also, some of them are at work and they're not supposed to be on Facebook at work, you know.
True. Okay. Well, thank you to those
people like our boss. Actually, she's off today.
She is off
but she's probably watching. Hi, Gail. How you doing?
Hello, we're here.
Maybe you're watching on the replay. And if you are watching because you feel this is part of work, remember you're off today.
That's true. Okay, let's move on.
Enjoy. Okay, so
Blogger Roundup is where we, search the web.
That's right.
Not we.
And I trust her.
Search the web for different bloggers and just see what people are talking about in the organizing world.
Yeah, and we round them all up and bring them to you on Fridays.
Usually about 3 or 4 blogs. Today we have 3.
And one of them today is on time management and using your time. Just think of this as a time saver for you. So we scour the web. We look at, I don't know, tens of blogs.
Yes.
Tons or tens?
Tens
and
of blogs.
We find the best and bring it to you.
Right.
Right?
And the most current.
And the most current. So it is definitely worth your time to come here on Friday in a short amount of time when we're not going on and on and on.
No,
rambling. But then we give you these blogs, so that's good. All right, well,
okay, so we're going to start our Blogger Roundup now, get to the meat of the show, and I'm going to kick it off.
Good. Kick it off.
Darla DeMauro. So her website is heartworkorg.com.
Okay.
Now don't screw that up when you go to put it in because I always put in heartwork.org, but it's heartworkorg.com.
Instead of heartworkcom.org. No, heartwork.
Yeah, you got it.
We have it on the screen. So, guess what? We'll also link it and we'll tag her so that she can come over to Facebook and then say, can you guys get it right?
Yes. Okay, so the title of this blog post is How to Organize Your Office Like a Boss.
Okay.
And she kicks it off by talking about multitasking. And we've covered this before, how multitasking is not that great for you because it just puts your brain in some sort of weird
state of disarray.
And you can't get back and you're rapidly switching from task to task and it's just not helpful. And one of her things is build focus. Many people report not being able to focus if they have a lot of visual stimulus in their view, aka clutter.
Yes.
So she put this little thing in her blog and I have to read it because it reminds me of so many people. 2 people are in this room standing at this desk. So here's what she writes.
This is application for us. Should I read it too? No, go ahead.
So here's her blogging. Let me just read this email. Wait, is that my checkbook out? Did I need to pay somebody? I need to mail that to Gail. Once I get all this done, I'm definitely going to file this away. Did I feed the cat today? Oh no, I need to print that report for my meeting later. Wait, I forgot I need printer ink. And then falls down into a rabbit hole of internet shopping.
Yes.
That is everybody, isn't it?
That's definitely me.
You go to check
Except I don't have
thing.
the cat. But other than that, it is definitely. See, now I'm going off on that because I can hardly stay focused on that.
I know. So anyway, if you take 20 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes to clear your desk of distractions, you can easily stay more focused during your workday.
So declutter is the key there. Don't have a bunch of stuff out that's going to distract you visually, and
so that's just
stay focused.
Deal with the multitasking.
Okay.
Then protect your focus time.
All right.
And how do we do this? And when we organize our physical workspace, close down browser tabs and apps that organize your day. She says, leaving those things open is like leaving an electrical circuit open. It drains your brain resources.
How many tabs do you have open? I often
think
have
I just
like
shut
10 to
mine
15.
Down. Oh, sometimes you get so many open, or you have so many emails going. I just have to close Outlook and just let it all go away, and then open it back up because I can't sit there and X.
Yep.
So get rid of those things that are sucking away your brain power.
That is a good one.
Keep a tickler file to organize your desk. Now, I've heard this term tickler file probably 20 times in the last week because I was at NAPO last week.
Right.
Do you know exactly what a tickler file is?
I do.
Okay,
tickler,
explain it to me.
Okay, now I might be wrong, but this is so. Think about when someone tickles you. It's kind of they kind of like you get kind of jolted there. It's a reminder. So a tickler file, and there's a lot of different ways you can set one up. If you go back to our show on desktop organizing, you can do that. So you can use like an expanding file that has multiple tabs. You can even set up like a folder system on your desktop, maybe like a Stadium file that we do with maybe 5 or 6 files. Is this right or not?
Well,
you should have stopped me
You
ahead.
explained what a tickler file was perfectly.
Okay.
She says use a simple 12 folder system.
Okay.
Usually hanging folders work best.
Hey, but what item comes with 12 spots for folders that doesn't come with the folders? And I just mentioned it. Yes, Stadium file,
there you
right?
go.
So you can put, there's enough room for 12 folders in there. Stadium file works great for that.
Yes. So just keep a tickler file. And 3, put stuff away into file cabinets the way they were designed to work. She says so many times she'll go to clients' offices, open their file drawer, and it's just a pile of stuff. There's no rhyme or reason to anything in there. So keep it organized, and you should be able to focus more and just be more productive and organize your office like a boss.
Right, like a boss.
Like a boss.
Hey, that's a good one. All right, well, speaking of bosses. Oh, let's put her slide up.
Let's put her slide up one more time. Darla DeMorrow, heartworkorg.com is her website.
All right, well, speaking of bosses.
Yes.
Or being your own boss.
BYOB.
Yes, or
being your own boss.
Being your own boss or a small business owner. We have a new one here from Deb Lee, which is
our friend Deb Lee.
DAllisonLee.com is her blog, and the title is Why Small Business Owners Struggle with Productivity and How to Fix It. And that's kind of what I actually liked about this one, was that she gave us some ideas. First, she identifies the problem, and which we're going to talk about here, and then she gives us a couple ideas. She even has a little freebie that you can have if you go to her DAllisonLee.com site.
And it's funny because a lot of people that have their own business, you know, the grass always looks greener from our point of view, like, oh, they work for themselves. Well, it kind of shows in this article that they may be struggling more than people think.
Right. Okay, so first of all, the 3 small business productivity problems you must fix. And in the comments right now, see if you can, if any of these relate to you, go ahead and say, yeah, that's me, or yeah, I struggle with that. Number 1 is no day-to-day structure. Okay, that's what I call the artist mentality. Yeah, I'll get up, I'll kind of do whatever I want, whenever I want.
Have coffee in my pajamas on the veranda.
Do all that, and get nothing done.
Get nothing done.
And what's nice about like this particular show here on Facebook Live, it's on at 2 p.m. Central every day.
Every day, yes.
Monday through
have
Friday.
A structure.
Unless we take half days on Friday like everybody else, but we don't.
Right.
So for pretty much most of the Fridays this summer, you're going to be able to see us here. There may be 1 or 2 when we decide to take the day off, but we'll get to that later. You have to stay tuned for that. But
and here you go, getting off track again. You're supposed to be focusing on Deb's
I'm trying to
article, not coming it back to us. It's not all about us.
I know, but I'm illustrating. You know, when you add stories and illustrations, it helps. Okay, so as a company founder, you don't likely want to have someone you want to report to, right? You don't want to report to somebody if you own the company.
Right.
And when you're at the helm of the business, without a daily structure in place, it can become too easy for you to take your eye off of the top priorities. So we know that if you don't have great day-to-day structure, which kind of leads to number two. The number two problem you have to fix is missed deadlines.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a big one.
So how many of you know like small business owners, or you're one yourself and you deal with this problem? Let us know in the comments, because with distractions at every turn, your focus will get pulled in all the wrong directions, and you're gonna miss deadlines, important phone calls, maybe good sales opportunities that you have.
Client relations.
Yes.
That's tough.
So that's a problem you want to overcome. Number three is doing it all, which, you know, some people like getting into business when they say, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to have a boss. I'm not going to have any employees.
Yeah.
And then when you realize you get clients, you know, your clients are your boss.
Yep.
Because you got to sell something to somebody, right? And then you have no employees, so then you end up doing everything yourself.
Yep.
So, and you know, if you could put together maybe a team or have a virtual assistant, or there's all kinds of ways to overcome the doing it all, but you have to be able to account for everything, but not do everything. And she's going to get into that. So what
She gets into that more in her article, or?
Well, we'll get to that in a
Okay,
sec. Yeah.
okay,
So
sorry.
what do all these productivity problems add up to? No daily structure, plus missed deadlines, plus doing everything equals frustration and failure.
Yeah.
And so we all know how painful this feels.
Right.
But how do we fix it?
I bet you there's a solution.
I bet there's an app for that, or
bet
at
you
least
there's an
there's
app
a
for that.
solution. If
If
it's
it's
Deb Lee,
Deb,
there's
there's an
probably
app.
an app for that,
sure.
but there's more than that though. So she developed something called the Rapid Productivity System. And you can find out more about that on her blog. We'll put up a slide in a moment too. But so it's easy to implement, and it's a process that any small business owner can use, and you can use it kind of quickly. So you identify the time zombies that eat up the productive minutes of your day.
Okay.
You create a strategic daily plan to kind of make sure that you stave off all those distractions. You focus on the right things at the right time, and you find and use the best tech tools
Oh, there you go.
and
Okay.
apps to get it done. We knew she had to put the apps in there, of course.
Why
She's
wouldn't
the
she?
app queen.
She is the queen of apps.
But so she has this rapid productivity plan, but she also has what's called the rapid productivity time plan, which is part of that system. In
okay.
fact, that's what you can go on and get for free. If you just go to this article, there's some links for you to download what's called a free time plan, which is part of her system. So, and to use the plan, all you have to do is add a few pieces of information like the tasks you normally work on every day, the time estimate of how long each task will take, and your most important things with time estimates. So if you kind of see this time management thing coming up, a piece of it is this: how do you associate a certain amount of time for a certain task? And she gets more into that, but anyway.
So you can find that on her on her website, and then going to her blog.
Yes, and we'll put the slide up. It is dalisonlee.com, and again, the name of the article is Why Small Business Owners Struggle with Productivity and How to Fix It.
Right.
Stop by her blog to take that.
Great.
All right, now let's move on to our next one.
We have Organizing Maniacs.
Ooh.
Have we talked about her before?
We did. We actually had her on, Chris Sgrott-Wheedleton.
Yep, Chris Sgrott-Wheedleton.
Yep, but she's done a podcast with us before.
Yep, and she's going to do another one too. I talked to her in April.
Great, awesome.
And she's going to do another one for
Yeah,
sure.
but I think in the blogger roundup maybe last month, or I know we've had her on before.
I thought so too.
She's big into like recycling and stuff too.
Yes, she is. But this does not talk about recycling.
Okay,
So
what's
her
the
website
topic?
is Organizing Maniacs. This is tackling a cluttered bathroom. Now, you live with 5 females.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that your bathroom...
We have like 5 bathrooms too.
Okay, I'm
still not enough.
guessing one of them is probably pretty
We
cluttered.
have that many bathrooms, and almost all of them have 2 sinks in them. So if you think everybody
like
could
10
have
sinks.
Just about.
Wow.
Yeah, actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8 sinks.
Yeah.
I know. That's crazy.
Goodness. Okay.
But
So are they cluttered? Are any of them cluttered, or are they stay
I
pretty...
just have my own little area that I focus on.
you don't worry about anyone else's. Okay.
Actually, the kids' bathroom is
Okay.
sometimes
Well, maybe they
are
should
pretty
listen
bad.
to this.
Yes. Okay, kids, tune in.
So she says, as you swap out your winter moisturizer for your sunscreen,
Okay.
the bathroom is a place that is going to probably be cluttered, and it's a hard area to keep organized.
Yes.
So she gives us tips on what to do to
All right.
maintain that a little bit. So, vertical shelving. She says a lot of people have the over the toilet shelving, but she said sometimes stuff can get knocked down into the toilet. So maybe some vertical shelves in a different part of the bathroom if you have space.
That's good.
Let's see, wall space is your friend, especially in small bathrooms. Install some shelves or use wire or wicker baskets to help keep things tidy and maybe push some lower shelves or whatnot. A lazy Susan. Not just for the kitchen anymore.
Oh yeah.
For the buy a bigger one and put it under the sink.
Under the sink. That's a great idea.
And then all your cleaning supplies or whatever you need can be on that. So you're not reaching to the back, dumping over the toilet bowl cleaner, brush
then you end up
thing,
having
and then
to clean that up.
I know, it's just a pain.
It's a pain. Yes.
Back of the door storage. Now we've heard this before for closets and stuff, but back of the door can be good for towel hooks or maybe
robes
or getting those storage pockets that are meant for shoes, but storing Q-tips or anything you can think. Mason jars, which is a trendy little decoration thing right now. Use those to hold Q-tips, cotton balls, whatever you want. Those can be set out nicely on the counter.
Yeah, little containers that are nice.
You can decorate mason jars anyway. I've seen them painted, decorated with burlap or ribbon or whatever your fanciness is.
Yeah, ribbons.
And I thought this one was pretty interesting. Baskets that are hung on the wall.
Well, how do you hang a basket on a wall? Unless you get like a plant hanger, right?
Well, I don't know. Or a basket maybe with a handle and use some sort of fancy hook. She said, and I thought this was really interesting, containing the hair dryer. The cords always get tangled up, and half the time you just leave it sitting on the counter because who wants to put it away
and then it gets all
So she recommends hanging the basket on the wall, and then you just throw the hair dryer in there. When you're done. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Right. We use a basket up at our cabin where it's in the bathroom because we have very limited storage space, and it has like toilet paper and a few other things like that. So it's nicely done. There's also she
said that too. The toilet paper.
Acorns. What are those? Pine needles.
Cones.
Pine cones.
Not pine needles on the toilet paper. Ouch.
Yeah.
Pine cones.
That would be bad. Pine cones wouldn't be that great either, but it's there for the look, to give it that cabiny look.
The rustic feel.
Yes. Okay.
So that is the organizing the bathroom.
Awesome.
Just a short little article on that.
All right. Well, that is Chris Sgrott-Wheedleton, organizingmaniacs.com, and you can find that blog there.
All right.
Okay. Well, wow. That was
quite the show.
Quite a fast-moving show. But you handed me this little.
Because if you remember yesterday,
it's red. That means it's hot. It's hot info.
Well, yesterday you made kind of a comment about how I didn't have the calendar ready
for May.
Yes. Well, it was ready, but it wasn't in front of you, so you couldn't tell everybody what was happening. So I got one ready, and
there you go. Look at that.
Don't give them too much.
This is another good use for these. Is this what do you call that? It's a kind of a jacket, but it's a
project jacket.
Project jacket.
With a clear poly project.
Yeah, so it's really kind of nice. So let's see then.
Now don't give them everything.
I know, but you know what? Looks like
teasers.
Looks like next week might be Debbie Rosemont week.
Oh, Debbie Rosemont. Okay.
Because on Monday we'll have a discussion with her about 5 tips for email management. She does a lot of corporate work too. So
she does a ton of
very corporate focused. We have also next week the podcast next week is Debbie Rosemont.
Yep. Part 1 of her.
Yes, accountability.
That's a really good one.
It is a great one. So
I think it applies to.
I think everything.
Everything.
Yes.
Totally everything.
I think
whether it's work related, health related, anything.
Definitely want to check out the accountability podcast. That'll be Wednesday, released live here 2 p.m. Central. First place you do. Structure your day. Remember that?
Structure your day.
Yes, and then we'll have solutions, and we'll be back next Friday for Blogger Roundup.
Yes.
Wow. I could read the whole month of May, but we're not going to do that because we want reason for you to come back each day to kind of find out what's coming up in the next few days. And most people don't think more than a few days ahead, do they?
Nope.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for May the 4th be with you. Be with you. Can you even say that?
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
It's a mind thing. You think you're getting it wrong because you're
kind of like stuttering.
It sounds like you're lisping, but you're really not.
Yes, may the
4th be with you.
Be with you. Hey,
And also with you.
Yes, Luke, may the 4th be with you.
Okay.
You
Time to
get
wrap
that.
it
You
up.
get that if you watch the Star Wars movies.
I
but,
get it. I think I've heard it enough
I'm
to
sure
get
you
it.
have. Okay, well, that's it, folks, for another episode of myorganized.life live. Have a great weekend.